August, the month of colored chaos. Overplanted, sometimes underwatered, my garden is a pandemonium of beauty. I will be the first to admit that I haven't had as much time as I'd like to spend out in my garden, and August is honestly the first month where my lack of attention and nurturing has really started to show. I have plants falling over, plants that dried out from the heat. And I mean, look at all the deadheads that are in desperate need of deadheading. But that is not to say that it is a complete disaster, okay? I refuse to say that. I don't want you to think that. My dahlias are gorgeous and just like overflowing like always. My zinnias have really taken off and they're so beautiful this year. I have some new varieties that I planted and they are out of your mind, so pretty. I can't stop looking at them. I am obsessed. All of this celosia reseeded and came back from last year. It is so stunning, and this little area of the garden is probably my favorite bed out here. It's a hard decision to make though, which one is my favorite, because right next to it, I have this bed of all of my Rudbeckia and a lot of self-seeded plants that came back from last year. And I planted this balsam mix. And it is so beautiful. It grew really tall and vibrant, and it just kind of adds to that like wild flowery feel that I just love. Now our weather has been like unusually dry this summer, and we've had these like clusters of like really hot days kind of mixed in every few weeks. And that has really taken a toll on some of my flowers, which is why I'm also so thankful for all of you who sent me your photos of your gardens to participate in this video. I said that I wanted this wrap up for August to be more of like a celebration of all of our gardens and not just me talking about mine. And I'm just so happy to kind of like sprinkle in some of your beauty with some of my chaos. If you saw my bee balm video, you know that my plants have been hit hard by powdery mildew this year. Powdery mildew and bee balm kind of go hand in hand. Like, it's very typical and normal for my bee balm to have some level of powdery mildew, but this year it's just out of control. I'm going to have to cut them down all the way to the ground to overwinter them. And I'm also probably going to be moving them. So we'll kind of see how they do next year, see how they come back for me. I'm sure it'll be fine. Bee balm's pretty resilient. But another issue, I got really bad rust on like almost all of my snapdragons, which has not been something that I've really ran into the last few years. So I basically have gone out and removed all of my snapdragons from my garden, and I have this like really sad empty space in the middle of the cut garden where it's just like just dirt. It's a reminder of my terrible neglect. I mean, maybe not completely my fault and my neglect. I've talked to like my neighbor and some of my friends who live close by in the area, and they've all actually dealt with really bad cases of rust with their snapdragons. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. I think maybe it's just like this perfect storm of like climatal conditions for rusty snaps. It's kind of a really big bummer because there were a lot of varieties that I was really looking forward to this year, and I only got to enjoy them for like a very short window of time. After being out of town for most of August, I've honestly just been playing this like losing game of catch up. I'm in this constant state of deadheading, coming back to the garden and deadheading again, and then deadheading again. It's like live, die, repeat. You know that movie with Tom Cruise? That's how I feel. Like I'm going crazy. Like there's constantly heads to be deaded. Huh? And you want to know what the biggest hindrance to my deadheading chore has been? Bees. I'm sorry, did I just say biggest hindrance? What I meant was the biggest and the cutest hindrance. I mean, I walk out to the garden super pumped and ready to get stuff done. And what happens? Oh, can't take that one. Oops, that one's occupado too. Aw, man. Look at that sleeping little cutie. Guess we can't get our garden chores done today, can we? Now, could I disturb the sleeping bees? Sure. Okay, maybe. But I'm not a monster. I'm just a girl standing in front of my flowers, looking for an excuse not to sweat to death in the 90+ degree weather. So thank you, bees, you sweet, sweet little napping cuties. Thank you, everyone who sent me their photos and videos and emails about your gardens. They're so beautiful. I cannot tell you how much it meant to me and how cool it was to get to know you guys and read your emails and find out more about you and your gardens and all of that. It was just so cool. So thank you so much for sending those to me, and thank you so much for being here. And I will see you guys in the next one.